That's the motherfucking ATF breaking in and shooting your dog in the face.
Like DMX said, "Open the door, ATF." I don't think they got to go that far. They really don't, you know.
Bro. It's just it's a simple process. Just register your shit.
That's it.
It's like you register your car.
Yes.
You register you got a license.
You can't drive your car without a registration on that motherfucker, can you?
Nah, you get the shit towed and shit. Apparently, if the shit's sitting in your driveway in certain states, they can take that bitch too.
I mean, it's in the driveway. That's the intent, that you either pulled it out the garage like you was about to drive it, or you just put that motherfucker in the driveway like you just finished driving it.
Or I think the video that I watched, they took the dude's car because it was on the street. So it might have been just because it was on the street, but it wasn't registered. But like my guy was, they were trying to get him to do something. I forgot what it was. I gotta find the video, but they were trying to get him to do something. And then it was a simple thing, you know, like he had to pay something or pay a fine or something like that. And they couldn't get a hold of him. So they sent the cops to his house. And well, he didn't answer the door. Okay. So they're like, oh, we see that your car is out here. And I guess it was on the street. They see that your car is here. So you can come out and pay this fine, or we taking your car and you got to pay to get it back. So you go, and then once you come to pay it back, because you got to come to the police station to pay it back, we got you. Okay. So either he gonna be without his car forever, or he gonna go and pay his dues. You know what I mean? Like, but I mean, that's the thing, you know, you gotta pay your taxes. You're gonna go to jail if you don't pay your taxes. It's accountability shit. Yeah, it ain't cool. It's some bullshit. Right. You know? Taxes is theft and all that. But come on, like it's part of society now. It's part of how we live life. You know what I mean? Like, but now all of a sudden when it comes to your guns, you're like,
So you got them staunch gun owners that wanna sit up there and talk that "don't tread on me" shit, and it's my right to bear arms. Was a Second Amendment right and shit like that. Right. Okay. All right. You're right. It is your right to bear arms, but when you say that doesn't mean you can just have pistols just lying out where no one can track the whereabouts of the motherfuckers. Yeah,
and I mean, you gotta have the accountability. See, because I bet if we had better accountability for that shit, I could have a fully automatic and be chilling. And why? Because my shit was registered and my shit was cool. And if my bullets happen to kill somebody, then they be like, "Damn, it was this motherfucker. Get him." Okay.
That's the part that fucked me up though, because they don't want to. They don't want to ban pistols. They don't want to ban rifles. They don't want to ban shotguns. They want to ban assault rifles. So I got a homie I grew up with, and he my dog and everything. But the occasional post will, he'll have, his ammo and he'll put it on social media. And I'm just looking like, okay, you can have all that. And I'm sure it's registered, but bro, I wouldn't be.
That's the thing though. But that's the other thing about that, because the definition of like a freaking assault rifle versus what's actually like considered like what the media portrays as an assault rifle is two totally different things. Yeah. Basically, with the media, when they say, "Oh, we want to ban assault rifles," they're talking about anything that looks like an AR-15 or M16. The looks of it. The look. There's hunting rifles that are technically assault rifles because that's what they do. They assault shit. You can shoot shit with it, and that's the thing. But the only reason that they're scared of the AR is because the military uses it. They use a version of it, so they're like, "Oh, well, that's a military gun. It's a gun,
it's sold on the market." So
yeah, it's a weapon. A weapon is a weapon. Okay. Any weapon is going to be used for war. Okay, I can use a fucking slingshot for war.
That's true, and they're gonna come for it.
Yeah. So I'm like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like,
come for your slingshot, dog. Hide your shit.
and they think that that's gonna stop everything. Like, okay, they're like, oh well, if we get rid of all the guns, then there's not gonna be any mass. Nah, bro, you been to UK? They got whole mass stabbings. Like, how the fuck somebody gonna get away with stabbing a bunch of people and they dying?
I'm just saying.
Like, who's this Naruto motherfucker running around stabbing motherfuckers? Like,
he got his shurikens and shit like that.
He out there fucking with his kunai, like, ha, bitch, ha, 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 ha. Like, bro, like, how many times have you heard about that shit in the UK? Somebody running around stabbing people, and I'm like, bro, how do you stab 30 people? Like,
30?
Nobody try to stop this motherfucker?
Bro, I can see 5, 7, and that's with, you going to like a table in a restaurant that got a gang of folks that you just, like prison shanking a motherfucker,
Right?
Double tapping and just moving, But 30?
Yeah, bro. Like it's like they stab like stupid numbers. Like you're sitting there like, what the hell? Unless it's like this motherfucker, the little punk bitch that went up in the school.
Mm-hmm.
But these motherfuckers be like in the subway and shit. And I'm like, in the tube.
That just go to show you right there that if somebody has ill intent, if somebody want to do a motherfucker harm, they gonna do motherfuckers harm with a paper clip. Okay,
yeah, bro. I mean, it's crazy. Like, I don't understand. Like, okay, so now you're running around stabbing. Mm-hmm. So now you get now the gun's out of the picture. Now the motherfuckers running around with a meat cleaver. So now we banning meat cleavers.
So how can I protect myself? Because I can't use a gun.
How can I make a delicious fucking meal when I ain't got no knives?
I can't use an edge weapon because a motherfucker done stabbed 30 some bitches with it. I can't use staples because somebody done poked the motherfucker eye out with it maliciously.
You're just gonna put fucking pads on everything, goddamn.
If they got malicious intent. But let's go back to the gun thing, right? So the average American citizen, they go to work, they pay their taxes, they take care of their family, and that's their routine. Go to work, pay taxes, take care of family, repeat. They not trying to go out there and just take motherfuckers' lives. They don't care for that sort of thing. They just want to be left the fuck alone, if you ask me, right? So why would you want to take the guns from the law-abiding citizens? And then the other part is this. Chat box realm, we don't typically get political on this shit, but this shit got me hot than a motherfucker. This shit got me hot, 38 special hot, dirty 38 hot, all right? Because law-abiding citizens ain't trying to do no shit like that. Now, motherfuckers like this motherfucker up in Tennessee, that motherfucker got issues. They may have been a law-abiding citizen for the most part, but deep down inside, they had some demons. Okay,
right.
They had some ill intent. And then talk about suicide. If your whole goal was suicide, you can drink yourself to death. You can pop pills. Fuck. Take a hot shot of fentanyl, okay?
But like I said, you know what I'm saying? Even if they was trying to go out with a bang, even if they was mad about somebody voting and discriminating against people being trans.
Yeah.
Them kids ain't fucking discriminated against your ass. So what the fuck is what? You know? So take your ass to the place, where they make the laws and shit like that.
Okay.
I'm not telling anybody to do that, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That would have been the logical choice. That would have been the choice that would have made more fucking sense than.
That would have been the choice of somebody who's a fucking adult.
Yeah. Like this school shit.
8-year-old motherfucker. And I don't care who this person's parents are, because somewhere this person went astray.
Yeah, this motherfucker he's going for low hanging fruit.
Low hanging fruit. So you got little kids in a school?
Like, come on, bro. Like,
I mean,
that's just the scummiest of the scum. You know what I mean?
That's low as fuck, man. Low as fuck. Okay. So taking the guns away from the law-abiding citizens accomplishes nothing. You just gonna make us defenseless. All right. So then, if the problem is the criminals, What happens when you take the guns from the law-abiding citizens? Now you just made it easier for a motherfucker who does have ill intent to rob a law-abiding citizen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So clearly, taking the weapons is not the answer.
I mean, there's a place in
5 years, every 2 years, or some shit.
There's a place in your home state, Kennesaw. You ever heard of Kennesaw?
Mm-hmm. I work right next door to it, basically.
So I just read about it because I've heard about this shit for years since I ever like the whole gun law thing, but I'm pretty sure that they have a law in Kennesaw that requires you have to have a gun living there.
Hey, I call it the Wild West law, my dude. And you know, if you've ever watched
and what's the crime rate down there? That's what I'm trying to find out because I want to see if that joint's real. Because that makes sense, the Wild West law. Because I know the movies be trying to make the Wild West look like everybody was a bunch of little bitches. But that wasn't how that shit went down in real life. You know what I mean?
How many people during the during the 1800s in the West, how many people was toting?
Bro, I'm pretty sure everybody was toting.
Every motherfucking body, okay?
Ladies, men, babies,
any motherfucking
little doggies.
All right? Go look.
They was all toting in this motherfucker.
Saying, man, they was packing heat, right?
Like, damn, my horse got a gun. What's up?
So if we all, that's the one thing I love about the state of Texas. Man, they do not fuck around with their guns. Come fuck around and find out what we do in Texas.
Right?
Back in 1971, the University of Texas, when that dude climbed that tower at that at University of Texas, and he thought he was gonna get up there. And the fucked up part is this man has served his country and everything. That's not saying anything bad about military. It's just that was his history. Okay. So he climbs up in the tower. He start busting guns at students and shit like that. So what do the citizens of this great town in Texas do? They fucking draw down on this sumbitch. They busting back. Tell me the Wild West law don't work.
Right?
Tell me that motherfucker don't work.
I don't think the problem is necessarily the guns as much as it is the mental health crisis. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure that, people's mental health is seriously declined. And it might be due to drug use or whatever, but motherfuckers is crazy nowadays. Because I watched a video this morning. This chick was in the middle of Walmart, tossing candles in the aisle.
Yo, what was that shit all about, dude?
Bro, I don't even know, bro. And I was like, what? See? That's little stupid shit like that. And then you got the people that you tell them no about something and they screaming in your face for shit. I'm like, bro.
Okay.
I'm like, where are these people at? So I not go there. And the answer is probably California, but
you're probably right about that. You are probably right about that.
But I don't know because I ain't really been to California like that. So, but I know a lot of those videos I'm pretty sure are based out of California in regions like that.
Okay.
Sorry to all the California listeners, but y'all probably know what the fuck I'm talking about if you're listening to this podcast.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, Chat Box Realm, let me correct myself. It wasn't 1971. It was 1966. The University of Texas Tower shooting was an act of mass murder which occurred on August 1st, 1966 at the University of Texas at Austin. All right. The point I'm getting at, though, is when the residents realized what the fuck was going on, they didn't wait for law enforcement to show up. They got down with law enforcement and they started busting back. Now, the unfortunate part, dude had the high ground, but everything's bigger in Texas. So what
happens when you got the high ground? Just ask Anakin about that shit.
You were my brother.
Yeah, but that motherfucker, he wasn't ready and shit. He was fucking around with the whole 501st and shit.
Anakin thought he could fly. Fucking Obi-Wan said, "Swoop, swoop."
Say you can fly, but you can't land, motherfucker.
He said, it's all good. You